Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well today. Alright, it's time for some fun because now we've got our basic clawhammer stroke, we've got our alternating clawhammer stroke, we've got our two chords, we've got our song, we've got our embellishments. We've just got to put them all together now. So I'm going to play through it at regular speed, and then I'm going to play through it slowly, and then I'm going to walk you through each step of the way, okay? So here we go. Stop. Do I need to remind you to not rush into this? Go back and practice the previous lessons until you are ready for this, please. Rushing ahead will do you no good. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in on my left hand here, and we're going to take it step by step and get through this. And I expect for you to have to practice this now. So what you need to do is do this in sections, okay? So we'll do the first little section, and I'll walk you through how to play that. And you just slowly practice that one little section until you can do all of those elements, okay? Then you go to the next section, do the same thing. Slowly do all those until you can put that second section together. Then you take the first section and the second section and you combine them and play them through slowly. Then you add on that third piece and you play the third piece until you can get that. And then, of course, you just add it all together till you can do it all. And then we can go even farther. Okay, so now the first thing I'm going to do before we get into each individual piece is I'm going to play the whole thing slowly for you. Okay, now let's go through each part. So the first part goes like this. Okay, I'm going to play it again. Alright, so we start off with the second fret of the fourth string down. Play that note, then we play that fourth string open. Alright? We do a strum thumb. When I say strum thumb, that means your brush and your thumb, okay? So we got those two notes and a strum thumb. Okay? So now we do a hammer on to the fourth string, second fret, third string open. Okay? Goes like this. Alright, and we only have one more little thing to do. We just take our third string, second fret, and put that down, and we're going to do a slide. Okay, we're going to do a slide from that second fret to the fourth fret, followed by two full clawhammer strokes. Okay, it sounds like this. So I'm playing that third string on the fourth fret. Alright, so that whole little first part sounds like this. Alright, now that's that little part I was telling you about. You practice and practice and practice that until you can smoothly, even though it'll be slow, you can just smoothly go through. Okay, so the second part sounds like this. Okay, in order to play that, that, we do our 4th string open, strum thumb, hammer on to the 2nd fret of the 4th string, 3rd string open. So that sounds like this. Then we're going to hammer on our D7 chord, okay? But we're going to do that on the 3rd string. So you pluck the 3rd string and you hammer that chord on. Strum thumb, 3rd string again, strum thumb. So you're doing 2 clawhammer strokes there on that 3rd string, but you're hammering on your D7 chord, okay? So that part will go like this. Okay, now that whole first little section of those 2 parts combined will sound like this, and you can practice this as well together. Okay, that's that whole part. Now for the next part. Okay, play that again. We're messing around with our D7 chord. Okay, so for this next part, we're going to be doing a lot of little tricks with that D7 chord. So it starts out like this. Okay, so we're going to do some hammer-ons, basically, where we're just lifting off each finger there and doing a hammer-on. So we go 3rd string first, strum thumb, 3rd string, okay? So we do hammer-on, strum thumb, 3rd string. Now we lift off our index finger and we do the 2nd string open, and then we hammer on to the 1st fret of the 2nd string, strum thumb, 2nd string, okay? That sounds like this. Okay, and now to finish it off, we go. Alright, so that the final part goes like this. Alright, so we've still got our D7 chord down, and we lift off our index finger and do a hammer on to the 2nd fret, or to the 1st fret, I'm sorry. We lift off our index finger and do a hammer on to the 1st fret. So we do the hammer on at the 1st fret, 2nd string, strum thumb, 2nd string, 2nd string pull off at the 1st fret, 3rd string 2nd fret, 3rd string open. Okay, that sounded like this. Okay, now to do a little turnaround to get us back to the beginning, we go 4th string, open, 4th string 2nd fret, 4th string open, strum thumb, and we start over. So we go. Okay, and instead of starting with our 2nd fret already down, we're starting with a hammer on there. Alright, so the whole thing, I'm going to play it through twice slowly so you can see that turnaround. Okay, so now what you got to do is you've just got to practice and put this whole thing together. Then what I'm going to ask you to do is go back to that singing version where you were singing it, where you were going. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Poor boy, you're bound to die. Right? You can do that, right? So now what I'm going to ask you to do is practice this note version of it enough that you can switch back and forth, okay? That's the whole goal of this thing, right? You want to be able to go from chords to the melody notes in a pretty melody note version and back, all right? Now this is regardless of whether you are doing the singing or not, okay? If you have no interest at all in singing and don't want to do that, it's fine if you're going to just do this melody note version the whole way, and you know, that's fine if you want to do that. But a lot of people, you know, they may have a spouse or a friend that's going to sing with them, or they want to be able to play for someone else to sing, is what I'm getting at. So you want to have that ability. That way, if you're ever out playing anywhere or at a jam or whatever, you can comfortably go back and forth between the two, and it's a heck of a lot of fun, and it'll make you a really good player if you'll just learn to do this. And another thing is, it's really it's a good way to learn songs. You know, to get the chords to a song, get that melody in your head, and you know you're humming it or singing it, or someone else is singing it, and you're playing the chords. And later on we're going to talk about ear training, and that's what you really need to be working towards. You want to be working towards learning these songs on your own and not using some tablets or having somebody show you how to do it all the time. So anyway, let me show you that real quick. So if I was going to do that, I might do that as an intro and a break. But hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Poor boy, you're bound to die. Met her on the mountain, there took her life. Met her on the mountain, and I stabbed her with my knife. Okay, so that was just a quick example of how you can put that together. And I wanted to kind of show you guys this really early on, because I think it's important that you understand, you know, there's a bunch of different ways to play songs, and it's really your choice on how you want to do this. You know, you don't have to just like learn some tab and play that tab over and over and over and over and over and over again. Just like what I just taught you here, the way to play that, I'm just going back and forth between those two chords. There's a heck of a lot of stuff you could do there. I tried to make it interesting, but you can make that as simple as you want, or as difficult as you want. You can get rid of some of those hammer-ons and pull-offs and that sort of thing. There's only one pull-off, but you can get rid of some of that and simplify it down if you'd like to also. I just wanted you to see, you know, that there's a lot going on. You can have a lot going on. Even with just two chords, you can have a heck of a lot of fun. So I hope you'll take the time to learn Tom Dooley here and play it and enjoy it. Okay, before I go, I just always want you to remember, Jesus loves you. Bye-bye.